I'm Kayleen and welcome back to Easy Math. Today we're going to learn how to solve algebraic equations. Okay, algebra involves variables and unknown values. Solving for equations is basically figuring out what those variables or unknown values are. In today's video, we will learn how to solve for algebraic equations using addition and subtraction. But in the next video, we'll learn how to solve for algebraic equations using multiplication and division. Say, for example, you have this. 4 plus x is equal to 5. Remember, guys, x is our variable or unknown value. So we're solving for x. In order to do this, we need to make sure that x is alone on one side of the equal sign and everything else is on the other side of the equal sign. So I see that there's a 4 and I want to move it to the other side, so I'm left with x all by itself. In order for me to do this, I need to minus by 4. Okay? Why do I minus by 4? Because there's an imaginary plus. The opposite of plus is minus. 4 minus 4 gives me an answer of 0. So it cancels. Whatever I do on this side, I must do on the other side. So I must subtract by 4 on this side. So if I bring this all down, I'm left with x by itself is equal to 5 minus 4, which gives me an answer of 1. So we can check for this answer. We can check this. Now that I know the value of x, which is 1, I can substitute it into my equation. So I'll have 4 plus 1, because we know the value of x, which is 1, must give me an answer of 5. Okay? 4 plus 1 gives me 5. So 5 is equal to 5. So this equation is balanced and this equation is true. Let's try this example. X plus 1 is equal to 15. Feel free to pause this video and try this example. Okay, again, x is our unknown value. So we're solving for x. And we want x to be alone on one side of the equal sign and everything else on the other side. In order for me to do this, I need to subtract 1 on both sides because the opposite of plus is minus. 1 minus 1 gives me an answer of 0 and it cancels out. So if I bring this all down, I'll have x is equal to 15 minus 1 is 14. So the value of x is 14. Try this example. 20 is equal to 15 plus x. Feel free to try this example. Even though x is on a different position, we still do the same thing, so don't panic. We see that we have 15 plus x. We want to move 15 to the other side, so we're left with x by itself. So the opposite of plus is minus, and we're going to minus by 15. 15 minus 15 gives me an answer of 0. Whatever you do on this side, you must do on that side as well. So I will minus by 15 here. Okay? This will cancel. When I bring this all down, I'm left with x is equal to 15 minus 15 plus 20 gives me an answer of 5. And to make this more clear, I'm going to say x is equal to 5. There's also another way you can do this. You can swap everything around and say 15 plus x is equal to 20. So I swapped everything around, but it's still the same as saying 20 is equal to 15 plus x. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. I'm going to move 15, so it's going to be minus 15. That cancels because it gives me an answer of 0. Whatever I do on this side, I must do on this side. I have minus 15 over here. So I'll be left with x is equal to 5. And we see that both ways work. This way works and this way works. Let's try this one. X minus 5 is equal to 16. Feel free to try this one, okay? Again, guys, x is our unknown value or variable, okay? So we're solving for x. We're finding the value of x. Even though there's a minus, we'll still do the same. So don't panic when you see this. What is the opposite of minus? Plus. So you're going to plus 5 over here, okay? Minus 5 plus 5 gives you an answer of 0. So it cancels. But whatever you do on this side, you have to do on this side. So I'm going to plus 5 also. Plus 5 over here, okay? So when I bring that all down, I'm going to have x on its own. 16 plus 5 gives me an answer of 21. And I can check this answer. Because we know the value of x is equal to 21, we can substitute this into the equation. So we'll have 21 minus 5 is equal to 16. So I must get the answer of 16. 21 minus 5 gives me an answer of 16. 16 is equal to 16. So this answer is true and the equation is balanced. Okay, try this one. 8 is equal to x minus 30. Feel free to pause the video and try this. Again, I'll say x is our unknown value and variable, okay? So, in order for me to do this, I need to make sure x is on one side by itself and everything else is on the other side. So, the opposite of minus is plus, and I plus by 30. Minus 30 plus 30 gives me an answer of 0. So, this cancels out. Whatever I do on this side, I must do on that side. So I plus by 30 on this side too. I will be left with x, and here 30 plus 8 gives me an answer of 38. You can also, to make it more clear, you can say x is equal to 38. Okay. Let's try this one. 6 minus x is equal to 4. Pause the video and try this example, okay? So, again, like I said, we want x on its own and everything else on the other side. So, we want to move this 6 to the other side. In order for me to do this, this is plus 6, by the way. What's the opposite of plus? It's minus 6. So, I minus 6 here. So, I say 6 minus 6 gives me an answer of 0, so it cancels. Whatever I do on this side, I must do on this side as well. So I'll minus 6 over here. I'll be left with minus x is equal to 4 minus 6 gives me an answer of negative 2. Now, in algebra, we don't want negative variables. So for me to make this positive, I need to divide by the minus 1. Because there's an imaginary 1. When there's nothing, there's 1. So we divide by minus 1 on both sides. Because whatever I do on this side, I must do on this side as well. So minus divided by minus gives me a positive. So I'll be left with x. Because 1 divided by 1 is just 1. And minus and minus gives me positive. 2 divided by 1 is 2. So the answer is 2. Okay? Here's something you guys must remember. Say I just have x and I have minus x on this side. Now, we notice there's no coefficients. There's no number in front of it. But whenever there's nothing, there's 1. So, for this one, since it's positive x, what I have here is a positive 1, okay? But for this one, since it's negative x, I have negative 1x in front, okay? So just remember that every time when there's nothing in front of an x, it's a positive 1. When there's nothing in front of a minus x, it's negative 1. Thank you guys so much for watching Easy Math. Remember guys, practice makes perfect. So practice these sums and you'll get better. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And comment down what you want to see below next. Thank you guys so much for watching.